Cash Cow back with another video, guys. And I'm going to hit you today. We're going to start off. Today is a biography of one of the most infamous snipers ever. Or hired hitman. Call him a hired hitman, call him a sniper, tactician, whatever you will want to consider him and go by, right? Now, today we're going to dive into our boy Billy Russo. Anybody know who that is? Right. Jigsaw. Oh, now you getting it. You like, okay, I know who Jigsaw is. Jigsaw, yeah. So, I'm going to hit you guys with 4 comics, that if you really want to catch up on this character, it's probably these comics are the way to go. They're key issues, but they're also origin stories that are important to the story of this character. You guys want to see those 4 comics? Continue to listen through. I'm going to give you a quick biography of this character, and then I'm going to hit you with those 4 comics, and we out. Alright? Now, his name is William Russo, right? His abilities are, he's a criminal mastermind, of course. He's a highly skilled street fighter. He's an expert strategist, tactician, and organizer. And he also wears a special exoskeleton suit, or armor, right? Now, let's get on into the story of how Mr. Billy Russo was created. Billy Russo was born to a poor Italian-American family, and he was kicked out and abandoned as an orphan by his abusive father by the age of 10. So he's had a rough life. He was already abused. His father abused his mother, abused him. It's also a part where his father made him drown like his pet. I don't know if it was a dog or a cat, but he made him drown it while he was holding a gun to his mom. Like, his daddy was the worst of the worst, right? Obviously, that tends to be the origin story for a lot of supervillains, right? Sorry. But he got, his feet on the ground and he started figuring out his way in this world, he became a hitman for Italian criminal underworld, where his good looks garnered the nickname Billy the Beaut. He was actually a good-looking person before he ran into your boy Frank Castle. We're going to get on into that, why he ran into Frank Castle, all right? After the gangland hit, you know how the gangland hit where they tried to kill Frank Castle's family. He was hired by Frank Costa. I want to say that's who John Travolta played in the recent one. But he was hired by Frank Costa to cover up their deaths. So he ended up killing all of their friends and loved ones. And he killed everybody except Punisher. He couldn't kill Punisher. And by this time he tried to kill Frank Castle, he had already fully turned into Frank Castle. It was on then, alright? So, in the process of trying to do that, Punisher tracks down Jigsaw at this nightclub called the Magia. I think that's how you pronounce it. I may be wrong. If I am, correct me. But he tracks him down. He guns down all of his crew or his men that's with him, but leaves him alive. And he throws his face through a glass window pane repeatedly, which gave him the Jigsaw puzzle scars on his face, which is where he adopted the moniker of Jigsaw, because of his scars. But Frank Castle, aka Punisher, left him alive so that he would be a message sent to anybody else that came after, that tried to come after Punisher, what would be done to them. So how it kind of made it seem like they were friends and all that, and nah, not really. Nah, not at all. Not at all. He was actually a hired hitman. Right? Now, that being said, also, you also got to think of the fact that his enemies are Punisher, Daredevil, Spider-Man, and even Nightcrawler in the comic book series. I know that's kind of crazy, but yeah. Because he tries to frame Punisher for murders, and I think Nightcrawler ended up being a witness to one of his murders, and something goes on. If it wasn't Nightcrawler, it was Spider-Man, but one of them were a witness to his murder, or they knew the person that he murdered and that he was trying to frame Punisher for, and that's how they got interjected in that story. Now, also, he doesn't have that many allies, but he does have an ally of Stuart Clark, and he has another ally called Rev. Those are kind of his allies in this thing. He doesn't have many. He has more cronies and followers than anything, but those guys kind of really, they rock with him. Alright? Just so you know the quick background story. Now, I'm going to hit you guys with these 4 comics. Alright, starting off first, we got the Punisher Year 1, number 4. This happens to be a origin story of Jigsaw. Kind of explains his mutilation of his face, how it happened, kind of what I just broke down to you guys. This is an origin story. Not really sought after, but it is important if you're really if you're trying to figure out who Jigsaw really is. Alright. Next, we got the Amazing Spider-Man number 188. This is actually the second appearance of Jigsaw. And actually, he's on the cover, which is crazy. He's on the cover. You see his down there, his face all cut up, but he's shooting at Spider-Man. But this is his second appearance. Like I said, he had a problem with Spider-Man as well. I don't know. Now, I know he appeared on the front cover of this one. I don't know if he appeared on the front cover of the original, of his first appearance. This may be his first cover appearance. Maybe. Could be. If anybody in the comments, check that out. And if you, I think his second appearance overall may be his, second full appearance, may actually be his first cover appearance, if I'm not mistaken. All right, next, diving in, we got the Amazing Spider-Man number 161. This happens to be the first cameo appearance of Jigsaw, and it's the first meeting of Spidey and Nightcrawler. Right? Y'all see that? Okay. So, he doesn't appear on this, on the front cover, but this is his first cameo appearance. And it's the first meeting of Spider-Man and Nightcrawler. This one is not a bad pickup. People tend to go after it. They don't go after it as much as the first appearance, but it's still one that they're pretty sought after, especially if they're trying to follow the origin story of Jigsaw. Alright. And last one but not least, baby, we got Amazing Spider-Man 162, which happens to be the first full appearance of that man, Jigsaw. Now, he don't appear on the cover. He doesn't appear on the cover. And it's crazy because Punisher and Nightcrawler is trying to like fight off Punisher, but really Jigsaw is the main villain in this comic. This is sought after because this is the first appearance of your boy Jigsaw, Billy Russo. Oh man, I like how that Punisher's shining back there. I ain't gonna lie to you. But anyway, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that Amazing Spider-Man number 188 may be his first cover appearance. I think I just discovered something I ain't never paid attention to until now. Like, I knew all the comics that, obviously I have them, but I knew all the comics that it took to actually understand the story of them, but I never paid attention to it that guy at the bottom, hopefully y'all see that, is actually Jigsaw. Face all scarred up and everything. That's Jigsaw. That could be, I think it is, his second overall full appearance, but his first cover appearance. That might be a hidden gem to wait on, guys, alright? But this is definitely your money maker. If you really want to get in on Jigsaw at the ground level and start building up from it, this is the full sustenance one. This is the meat and potatoes of what you need for Jigsaw. Alright? Now with that being said, guys, this concludes my 4 comics that I gave you. Hopefully you guys understand what I was saying in the biography and the backstory, trying to get you to understand kind of the character that Jigsaw is. I ain't go deep into like, oh, he was Earth 16616 and he did this way, and then on Earth 8159 he was this version. Like, I want to stick with the ones that people kind of really like. That's what I know of Jigsaw. With that being said, this concludes my video. It's another one hitting you with Cash Cow. I'm going to keep them rolling, keep them cranking out. Y'all guys be safe, man. Have fun with the hobby like I always say. Continue to enjoy it. Collect what you want. And spend responsibly. I'm out.